Thank you for tuning in to the Shikama Live Show with your host, Shikama, produced by Boundless Enterprise LLC in association with www.lasvegasnevadadui.com. This video is going to be a little bit of a departure, a little bit special. This is remembering journalist Helen Thomas. A lot of people have said that I'm not a journalist, I don't have press credentials, and so forth and so on. I've admired Helen Thomas, who was a White House correspondent for over 50 years, ever since I can remember. Actually, there hasn't been a time I can't remember knowing about her and seeing her, and I always got a kick out of hearing her questions. So this video is dedicated to Helen Thomas. From CNN, trailblazing White House journalist Helen Thomas has died at the age of 92 after a long illness. Thomas covered 10 presidencies over nearly half a century and became a legend in the industry. She was a fixture at the White House news conference, sitting front and center late in her career, where she frequently exasperated government spokesmen with her pointed questions. Helen Thomas began covering the White House for United Press International when John F. Kennedy became president in 1961, and was a fixture there until her retirement in 2010. She was considered the dean of the White House press corps because she was the longest-serving White House journalist. Thomas will be buried in Detroit, and a memorial service is planned in Washington in October, according to her family. President Barack Obama said that it was not just the length of her tenure, but her fierce belief that our democracy works best when we ask tough questions and hold our leaders to account. That put her in high esteem. In a written statement, Obama called Thomas a true pioneer and said she kept the presidents she covered, including himself, on their toes. In 2010, a YouTube video surfaced showing her saying that Israel should get the hell out of Palestine and that the Jewish people should go home to Poland, Germany, and America and everywhere else. To expound a little bit on that quote, she was asked what should be done about Israel and Palestine, what should be done about the West Bank, what should be done with that area. And she said they should go home, that they're not actually Semitic, that the people who are calling themselves Jews are not actually Semitic whatsoever. They're Russians and Polish and German and white Americans. They're not Semitic whatsoever. They call themselves Jews in name only. It has nothing to do with their heritage nor history. These are Europeans who descended and invaded the area. And she said that they need to go back to their home. That World War II was over. There's no more internment camps, and they need to go back home. Thomas apologized for her remarks, writing, "They do not reflect my heartfelt belief that peace will come to the Middle East only when all parties recognize the need for mutual respect and tolerance. May that day come soon." She announced her retirement 1 week later. That was in 2010. Helen Thomas, dead at 92. Thank you for watching the Shikama Live Show. Like, share the video, and subscribe.